Hi everybody, and thank you for joining me on another episode of theNSider. Now I hope you're not hungry right now, because joining us today is Chef Dominique Jones, better known as Chef Nikki. So right now she's going to be teaching me how to properly decorate these cupcakes here. But stay tuned, we're going to learn more about her baking business and what the future holds for this aspiring pastry chef. Coming up next on theNSider. Thank you so much, Dominique, for joining us on another episode of theNSider.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
So can you just first start out by telling us, a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Dominique Jones. I'm also known by Chef Nikki. I am a aspiring master baker and pastry chef. I began baking at the tender age of 8 years old. I would bake for different holidays and parties and church functions, especially the church functions.
At 8 years old?
Yes, at 8 years old. We would bake, I would bake, everything from brownies to cookies to pound cakes and everything. And it's always been such a great love of mine to do things like that.
So who initially sparked your love for baking?
My great-grandmother, actually. We would bake for the church functions and, for all of the holidays, for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the bonding experience with baking with her is what I love most, from learning everything from baking from scratch with the flour, the eggs, the butter, the sugar, the milk and everything. And the very best part about baking with her was that I got to lick the bowl.
Oh yes, I think that's everyone's favorite part. If you ever bake or have a grandmother or anyone who bakes,
my gosh, she always had a spoon or a spatula and or something. So okay, baby, we're done. Can you lick the bowl now?
just do it.
Go ahead.
Yes.
So yeah, she's that's where I draw my passion from.
Right.
She's actually my motivation for continuing, her work through me. She passed away when I was about 15 years old. And when I'm in the kitchen, every time I kind of feel her presence there, and it's yeah, Granny, I can do this, I got this. And that picture, that okay.
So I'm sure she's just guiding you through spirit.
All the way through. My hands are moving, and I'm I hear you.
I love it. Great. So when did this become more than just a hobby or just, for church and other things? When did it become bigger than that?
Well, I was baking for Thanksgiving, 2013, and I decided to try a different recipe. I'm let me try something different. So I made these sweet potato cupcakes, and my grandmother, my mom's mom, and my mom, they took them to work, and they came back home Dominique. So have you ever thought about selling these? And I'm guys, this is something that I just do for a therapeutic experience. It calms me.
Right.
They're no honey, let's put a price tag on these. And from then on, it was cupcake business. Let's go.
And so were you kind of fearful? Because you said you did it for therapeutic reasons.
Yeah.
Can you touch on that?
So as a child, I was picked on a lot about my voice, the way that I was sound. I was really, really skinny as a kid. So I was picked on in school about that. A few family members, they didn't quite understand. And my grandmother was really a big help with that as well. When we would be in the kitchen with bonding, talking about that, it was a way to release all of that with measuring here, measuring there, and we would make bread too, her rolls from scratch and kneading the dough. It's just release that, and when I was able to create, these products, it made me feel better about myself. It kind of gave me self-validation, so that's why it was more of a therapeutic thing for me, and it still is to this day. Stress.
Right, I'm sure.
I run to the kitchen.
Great. That's awesome. I like that. So did you further your education in this, or?
Yeah, I am actually in school now, studying for my baking and pastry degree at Kendall College right now. So I'm, furthering with learning more of techniques and everything, and the difficult, tedious parts of baking that I had no idea about. Granny teaches you, from scratch. But when I got there, I was just oh,
it's more to it.
It's more to this. That's what you do.
Right.
Okay, so yeah.
And how's that going?
It's going really well. Like when I got there, like I said, I was caught off guard because I didn't expect, baking to be so technical.
Right.
But the technical part of it is what I fell in love with.
Wow.
So
good. So
yeah,
it works out.
It works out very well because it allows me to make sure, all of my products, are detailed, the taste, the texture,
Right.
everything.
Yes.
So it's going really well.
Oh, good.
I can't wait to finish.
Yeah. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a little more about your baking business?
Oh yeah, so Scratch My Batch. It was actually born in a classroom. I took a class for culinary professionals, young aspiring culinary professionals, and we had to create a business with market analysis, aspects, business plans, and Scratch My Batch. It came from there. I bounced around to different names, and I had to really, really think, what does baking mean to me? And for me, the experience from baking from scratch is what I got the Scratch My Batch from. And I chose Scratch My Batch because I want to create different experience for my customers. I want them to feel as though that batch was made exactly for them.
Wow,
So, yeah.
nice.
So that's why.
Yes, I love your name. Did you have any other names like before? Or how long did it take you
Oh yes.
to come up with this one?
It took me, because we had about a week and a half to get everything done. So I went through about maybe 15, 20 names.
Oh, wow.
I actually initially started as Nikki Sweets.
Okay.
It was just something that I just came up with, hence Nikki is one of my,
your name.
and everybody's doing names, and I wasn't really happy with that.
Right.
It was just something that I started.
Yeah.
And taking the class is what actually made me take a deeper look at what does this mean to you, Choose a name that's going to stand out to your customers, as well as yourself.
Right.
So, yeah, that's
Nice.
that's how it came about. I went through Nikki Sweets, Danielle's Delights, and that's my middle name.
Oh, that's your middle name.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was batch from scratch, and I just
Wait a minute.
all piped out, Yeah, so it's like, okay, choose something.
Right.
And when I took that long look inside of myself, Scratch My Batch.
Wow.
There it is.
So what's a typical day like for Chef Nikki?
Oh wow. So my business is basically on the weekends. I still work full time. So like Fridays, Saturdays, typical day starts with me at about 5 a.m. Prepping everything, making from the cake to the buttercream to prepping all of the cupcakes to the mousse that I make and everything else. So that takes maybe about 6 hours to make sure everything is perfectly, done, detailed, decorated, all piped out and everything. And we do I have maybe about 2 to 3 deliveries, which is great for me, for the business on the weekends. And my day ends at maybe about 9, 10, sometimes at about 11, because I'm all around the city.
Right.
I may have an event that day where I have to be at that event, and I have delivery across town. So
Yeah, how do you manage that time? That's real time management.
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with that?
I just got, better with time management. My mom and my boyfriend helps me with managing my time and just keeping track with, okay, Dominique, it's such and such time or whatever. And I kind of like, work with precision. I kind of like test myself to race against the clock. Okay, Dominique, you're getting faster.
Yeah.
All right, 15 minutes. So that's kind of how my mom and my boyfriend are really big help with helping that.
Great. Good. It's always good to have a great support system.
Oh yeah, I do. My family is really, really awesome with that. My grandmother my mom's mom allowed me to bake out of her kitchen.
Wow.
Starting out, and it's just, I love her so much because my stuff is like over. And she's like, okay, do you need help? My aunt manages my emails sometimes too, as well as my best friend. She helps as well. So I have I'm very blessed.
Great.
Very blessed.
Good to hear. What do you think makes your business unique?
Well, I'm still really tapping into the uniqueness of the business, but what I feel, you know, that could make me unique is I have the tendency to be inspired by the things that I eat. So like if I'm at like a bar or at a breakfast spot, I'm like, maybe this will taste well as a cupcake, you know? So I have a tendency to try, you know, a couple of recipes out like that way, you know, trial and error. You know, I haven't done it yet. Well, I have, but it's not something that we've pushed yet because it was just a trial. For instance, I had a mobile bartender that I worked with and a caterer I worked with. Now, this girl, the bartender, she had this mango pomegranate mimosa that was so good.
That sounds good.
And I'm like, oh my God, I wonder how this will taste as a mousse. So I went home and I made a mango mousse with the pomegranate compote and let her taste it, and it was good. But we just, you know, we just didn't go forward with it, you know. But and the caterer, she had this fresh raspberry parfait. And I'm like, ooh, yum, 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 granola, cinnamon, fresh raspberry. So I went home and made a vanilla cupcake with the raspberry, you know, filling and vanilla Greek yogurt frosting with granola. And they,
you say it's some simple way.
you know, like, you know, and it was,
just went home and did it.
Yeah, but you know, that's where I draw my inspiration from. So I feel as though that's what will, you know, make me unique. You know, in the future, those are things that I'm going to begin implementing very soon.
Great. Awesome. Now, what do you think sets you apart as an individual from anyone else in your field?
Well, I feel like it has a lot to do with the way that I treat people, my personality. Yeah. I've had my customers tell me, you know, I love you.
Yeah.
You know, I love the way that, you know, you handle your business. You give great customer service.
Yes.
You know, I love, you know, the way that you make me feel, you know, when ordering from you, when talking to you, and when I bite into a cupcake, I'm just like, oh my God, you know, and,
right.
You know, I try to put a piece of myself in all of my products because I make love, honey.
Oh yes, that's good.
You know, so
you'll always succeed with that.
You know,
definitely.
So that's what I feel like sets me aside as an individual.
Great.
You know, aspiring.
Good. So with that, and then you said the support of your family, and what other tools contribute to your success?
Well, actually, I launched Scratch My Batch November last year from meeting Shatoya and Asia. They did the Unlock Summit, and they took a really big, you know, chance on me and gave me, you know, with my family, the confidence to just go for it.
Yeah.
And from meeting them, you know, I was able to attend more networking events and, you know, different business workshops and everything. And I feel like that has a lot to do with my success. Getting my name out there to, you know, chatting to people and try this, taste that, you know. So I feel like that has a lot to do with it as well.
Do you have any advice for people who, you know, want to do entrepreneurship?
Yeah, I've had a few young girls reach out to me, which is so surprising, but it was, you know, it just let me know that I am kind of making a mark. And I've told them, you know, before, you know, just go for it, you know, just make sure you have a strong support system, because that means a lot.
Yeah.
You know, especially with being an entrepreneur, it's a journey. It's highs, it's lows. You know, but for them, you know, I've always told them to just trust your creativity. Okay. You know, keeping intact with your skills. You know, if you don't have any, come to me. I'll teach them to you. You know, technical skills. Yeah. You know that you need. But always believe in yourself. Yeah. You know, in your passion. You know, you have what it takes to, you know, to be an entrepreneur. You know, if you want to start a business. You know, to help others. You know, you have to believe what's inside of you that'll help you go further.
Awesome advice. So, what's next for Scratch My Batch?
Well, I have been working with the business coach, and we are working on a bit of a rebranding. So we may have a new logo.
Oh, great!
I know everyone loves the logo.
I do. I love this.
But you know, when you work with the business coaches, they give you more of insight. You know what it is that you need to do. So we may have a new logo. We are doing more rebranding. You know, more so, as I said before, I want to, you know, teach technical skills, you know, and techniques to young aspiring professionals. So I'm going to try to implement that more next year.
Okay.
We are planning summer tasting.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you know, of course. You know, and we've been working on the website, so we're going to finally launch it. We're shooting for the winter of next year, but I'm a perfectionist, so I have to make sure everything is perfect.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, and so those are some things that we're working on.
Any aspirations of being like on like a cooking show, like competition or anything? Or having your
I've
own
been
show?
thinking about it lately, and maybe, because I hadn't really thought about it until you know, my aspiring mentor, Miss Yvonne of Penthouse Suites. She was on Cake Wars, and I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it. And she told me herself, you can do it.
Yeah,
You can do
definitely.
it. Definitely.
So one last question. So what's your favorite treat to make? I know it's very hard to say.
Well, you know, actually, it is my lemon blueberry mousse.
Ooh,
Yeah, and I actually really love the smell of freshly cut lemons.
Oh.
And when you pair that with the tart of the blueberry, you know, the sweet and the tart of the lemon, the light, the airy texture of the mousse, it's just,
Oh my God.
oh my God. The process itself is what I really love the most. You know, a lot of people, you know, some people may think that it's tedious, you know, making mousse, but I enjoy every single process because it's detailed.
Right.
You know, and you create this beautiful product.
Do you like making stuff that's like really detailed, takes a lot?
Yeah, because I love paying attention to detail and, you know, working with everything from scratch. It makes you pay attention to how everything works when it's made, when it's mixed, when it's in the oven, what it's doing while it's in the oven, and then when it comes out, oh my God.
See, I just love how you talk about it. You can tell you love what you do when you talk about it. Yeah. So anything else you'd like to leave us with?
Look out for us.
Yeah.
Because we're coming.
Right. That's all, right? That's all.
You know, I know, but
No.
you know, we would love your support. You know, Scratch My Batches. It's wonderful now that, you know, I think about it.
It is.
From where I've come from last year and the help of everybody, I'm extremely blessed. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been supporting us, you know, that's still supporting us, that takes the chance on, you know.
Yeah. And you're going to be great. I mean, you're already great, but you're just going to soar. I see it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. You do great. And I'm excited for what's to come for you.
So I'm going to go here. And then you can just dip and scrape on the sides of the bag.
Right.
A little bit more. Okay. Pull it up. Sometimes it gets a little messy. You know, but that's a part of the business. So what we're gonna do here, pull it down, pull it down, pull it down, pull it down. Now some people use ties to tie off the bags, but when you don't have a lot in there, you don't really need it. So you make sure there's not any air bubbles in it. So you give it a little squeeze. Yep. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna go all the way around.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
You try. Put a pressure. I'm gonna go just like this there.
Oh,
and we're gonna go around the cupcake. Just like that. Okay. Just like that. So it's kind of like a mound that we're gonna build with it. See? So it's here. So there. And then we'll start here. And then I'll go all the way around.
Oh my God. That is like too pretty to eat.
There, yeah. So they're really good for, like, you know, decorating.
Cool.
Let's see. What I do is I place them inside of the rosettes here.
Oh, really?
Just like that there.
Like little pearls.
Like little pearls. So they go just like that in each of the little rosettes. Just like that. So you can just go like this here on top. You can't really see them. But it gives like a little, it gives like a little bit of a shine to the cupcakes.